everyone, and welcome back to another Sims 4 building challenge. Today we're going to be randomizing everything, randomizing this, randomizing that. I am not going to be in control, hopefully, because that's usually when the best builds come out. Also, before we get in, isn't it crazy how the background has changed again and no longer do we have traces of Enchanted by Nature? I feel like I'm fading away. Today I'm going to be building us a tiny home, which is obviously one of my favorite things to do, but I will not know how many Sims to put into that house. And when you thought that that was already a chronic and terrifying idea, I'm also going to sprinkle in 3 different skills that I will have to add into this mix. So in simple English, a tiny home is 64 tiles. That's fine. I can do this. I have gotten myself a spin the wheel for the amount of Sims to put into that tiny home. And I know it only goes from 3 to 8. I mean, I don't have 1 or 2 because that's just boring, but I have between 3 and 8 Sims to fit into this house. But when you also thought that was a lot, now I'm going to also insert the wheel of skills. So I'm going to randomize 3 different skills to have to implement into my tiny home. It could be literally anything. Now, I know there's also like cooking or gourmet cooking on this. If we do get something silly like cooking or, for instance, a vampire lore skill, then I will just make sure that I have to do a very nice big kitchen or a really nice like reading room, vampire themed. But technically what I want to achieve with this is obviously a tiny home for potentially 8 Sims, but also to have specific skill sets available. I think this could be hard, but also easy at the same time because I mean, I've done recently 18 Sims in one house. How bad can this be? But of course, before we get into this, don't forget that I am running a giveaway at the moment to win the Essential Glam Kit. Rules of that are in the description. And of course, if you are going to be purchasing any packs, don't forget that you can use my creator code at checkout to support my channel. Anyways, let's get into building. So I guess actually before I start building anything, I need to figure out who the heck I'm building for. So let's spin ourselves the amount of Sims that I have to fit into my house. And Lord knows it's going to be a random number. Oh, 5. That's a lovely number, actually. 5 is one of my favorite numbers. I will take that. Okay, 5 Sims. I mean, that is so much better than 18 Sims. What a lovely, refreshing feeling to have in your soul. I guess it probably would make sense if I just spin the 3 skills now as well, just so I kind of have in my mind what I'm going to build. Because if we get like violin, I know that that's only going to be a very small section of the house because it's just like a violin or a guitar that I have to add. But if I get rocket science, then I'm gonna have to put a rocket ship into the house, so that's not great. Right, guys, let's spin ourselves the first skill that I have to add into my 64 tile tiny home. What is it gonna be? Don't. Oh my god, it was so good. Is it gonna be violin? Guys, that is so weird. If we get like violin, it's like the game listens to me, but when I tell it I want 1 million subscribers, it just doesn't listen. Violin is number 1. That's fantastic. Let's spin for the second skill that we're going to get. If it's going to be rocket science, I'm going to leave the house, do a little lap around my house and come back. No! No! Oh my god! I actually can't. I have to go. I have to go take a walk around my house. What the heck is going on? Am I being haunted by this spin the wheel today? You've seen this and there's nothing I can do to change the odds of these, specifically on this website. If you want to change the odds of something, if you just say if I gave rocket science a higher odds, it would make it like a bigger pizza triangle. So there's no way I rigged this. And now I feel like there's somebody here and I feel like it's kind of weird. Anyways, I'm gonna take a sip of my water and we're gonna continue. You've got to admit though, that's a little weird. Can I get 1 million subs on my YouTube channel, please, next time? Now let's do the third skill. I don't know what this one's going to be because I haven't predicted it for myself yet. So let's spin for 1 random skill because I literally picked out my other 2. What is it gonna be? Oh, give me gardening. Gardening would be fantastic. Fitness. Okay, fitness is fine. Fitness is tough though because fitness are big objects and also rocket science. Oh my god. I really did not expect this to go like that. I'm a little bit like taken back by what's happening. The first item that we've got to include in my tiny home is this tiny, tiny object. It's a tiny little violin. I feel like I'm gonna cry looking at this little violin. Then though, when you thought that that wasn't enough, I also need to add, I suppose I need to add a rocket ship because I don't think there's any other way that I could do it. Now, obviously I could just get books, but I think that would just be ridiculous because then I would just do 1 bookcase and it would cover all of my skills. I don't think there's any other way of learning the rocket science skill because I know that there's like other science. Okay, I'm taking screenshots instead of typing. I know there's like a lot of other science activities, but this one only gives you logic. This is obviously just logic. This is nothing because that's a weather machine. Yeah, so there's nothing else really I don't think that I could use. these. See, even like these little get to work mechanism things, I think these only give you logic. They don't actually give you anything else. This is obviously robotics and this is still only logic. So logically, I have to insert a rocket ship into my tiny home, as one does. It's such like a Sims thing, isn't it? And then I also have got to have fitness in my home. So fitness can be a lot of different things. If we go into the active category, like there is a lot of different how is this fitness? What? Okay. What? Why? How is this nectar rack in the fitness category? What? That makes no sense. Okay, I'll just pretend I didn't see that, Sims. I'll pretend I saw nothing. So I suppose what we could do, well, this is wellness, because I was going to say, why don't we do a nice yoga section? But technically that's a wellness skill. So what I would have to do is either like, just say basketball hoop, punching bag, which is probably what I need to be punching after this video. Or then of course the working out machines. I cannot wait for the adventure weights pack because that is actually going to come with like that little bicycle. What's that called? A workout bicycle, where you're like not moving, you're in place, but you're working out. I think that's going to be really fun. So I suppose it probably would make sense if I do some sort of like a home gym scenario. So maybe I'll have to include like at least like 1 or 2 of these objects. We'll see how bad we're going, but that is what I've got to include in my house. How am I going to include a rocket ship? I have no idea. I suppose logically, let's build and let's see, because like I can't put this inside the house because like that will just defeat the purpose of the house. What I could do is I could do a square like this, right? And then upstairs, okay, I can't even put it up there. Yes, I can. Don't be lying to me. Okay, there we go. I can do it this way. So technically I could do something like this. That's actually not even a bad idea, you know? So we can have it kind of up above, because I could put it outside in the garden, but I know you guys are going to say that that's cheating. And technically you are right. That would be cheating. So logically I would have to have it like upstairs somewhere, and then maybe we could consider like putting in a little ladder, you know, to go outside. Sorry, I'm imagining like the landlords just being like, oh yeah, so you wanna add a rocket ship into your house? Why? No reasons. Don't ask any reasons. You know, we could do something like this. Actually, that looks like a pretty cool setup already. Okay, wow. Done guys. I'm done here. No. Okay, so also if you thought that was a lot, then we also get rid of this, please. Thank you very much. We also have got to add 5 Sims into this, and that can be difficult. It's a difficult task is all I'm going to say. So logically, I would like to have parents in like a little room. The way that I usually do this is I try and fit the parents, just say in a room like this. Screw the other side of the bed. We don't care about it. We of course will have a tiny little bathroom like this. So let's not have any toddlers or dogs. You guys said that you don't need a bath for toddlers, but I thought you have to bathe a toddler and a dog as well. I know you can brush a dog, but I don't think it fully cleans them. I guess we could use a vacuum cleaner to wash a child, but I don't think I'm going to do that today, unfortunately. So then I suppose I will use at least a bunk bed. Like, give me something. Like, give me a bunk bed. I gotta use this. How else am I supposed to fit a home gym and a rocket science studio into this? So if we did, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's already 4 people. That's fantastic. Easy peasy. So we could have like a lovely little bedroom for 2 kids like this. And what? This could be like 2 kids. Oh my god, how fun. 2 kids in one room. And then what do we do then? A baby? I would like to do a toddler, but then again, the bath is just not, it's not it. I'm obviously not going to do pets. I feel like next time we could do also pets, like a horse or something. Oh my god, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Fantastic. So maybe I'll just do 2 kids, and then we could do another bedroom for like a teenager. And the way that I usually do this is I like to have like a little maybe desk underneath, you know, that's always fun. So at least we've got a realistic space for like a teen to hang out. Oh my god, so fun. Teens and their desks, huh? Teens and their computers. Okay, so that's 23 tiles already, which is not bad. That's not a bad idea. We've got the bathroom. Essentially then we would need like a small little kitchen. I will get my sim here soon to play test. I'm of course going to push for the idea that I will be able to just work on the hob like I usually do, with move objects on, of course. So I do this and I whack this on top of it, and my sim should be able to prepare food on top of that. So there we go. That should be our fully functional kitchen. I don't know why I'm putting it there, because I'll need the door there for the bathroom, so that's not good. Maybe the bathroom could actually be moved over here. That's much better. Kitchen could actually, I don't know why I'm working with this house going this way. I feel like that's not gonna make the most sense. Maybe I'll move the bathroom in like this, and then take the bedroom. No, I can't can't do the bedroom like this because how do you enter the bedroom? You just don't. Maybe if I do the bedroom like this way, close this space off, and then this be our like sitting room. Oh my god, that's only 42 tiles, guys. Okay, I was in the mindset of doing like 18 Sims. I feel like I can make this bigger. Guys, this is gonna be fine. What if I do an upstairs? Because obviously I'll need to put my rocket ship upstairs, right? But what if we actually do like a little room upstairs? If I do this, or is that a waste of my tiles? We could have like a sitting room upstairs. Oh, guys, I don't know. I have too many options. This is way too easy. Oh, wait, I forgot I need a home gym. Oh, yeah, that's fantastic. I forgot about the actual rules of the challenge. Wait a second. That's not good. I feel like I'm always wasting space with like the hallways. I feel like I need to eliminate all hallways. Hallways are just redundant in my eyes. So maybe what we would do is do like a tiny little music room somewhere. Or is that just like ridiculous? Let's just forget about the dining room because Sims can eat wherever. But maybe I need to get some lights in here first. Oh, guys, how about we do a home little gym like this with some glass walls on the side so then we could fit like some fun workout equipment here. I think that would be amazing. Dare I say that's one of my best ideas. So we could like shove this in this corner and then have this in that corner over here. That looks cool. Oh, that looks like the funkiest home gym you've ever seen. The home gym is bigger than anyone's bedroom, which is, of course, a logical explanation. What if I make it a bit smaller? I mean, we don't really need it that big, do we? Is this gonna even be functional? Let me get my sim in here because I feel like I'm just wasting my life away trying to do this. I need a sim. Why is it always nighttime when I go to play test my builds? Why? I just don't get it. Okay, anyways, there's no doors, so that's fantastic. And we've got no money. That's just what my life feels like these days. No doors, no money. Anyways, let me just get a little bit of cash sorted. Right, I'm going to put a door maybe this way because logically, okay, I cannot see a bloody thing. Why is it so dark in here? I want her to enter that room this way. Maybe let's give her a front door as well. That would be lovely. That would be very considerate. Right, girl, head away in there now and tell me, can you use any of the equipment, please? Work out. Oh my god, got a genius in the room. Genius alert. She can use it. Okay, what about this thing? I mean, surely you can use the treadmill. The other day, I built a house and I put a treadmill into like a 2-square tile. Guys, you're all complaining that the game don't work. Look how smart my sim is. Oh my god, I'm so proud of her. Okay, so this logically could be like our home gym and it does look quite cute with like the little glass section. I mean, it does feel a little claustrophobic, I'm not gonna lie, but do I really care? No, not really. Now get out of my house because I gotta continue building. I hate when there's just like doors on the walls and you can't do anything with the walls because there's just doors everywhere. So I don't think that this layout is working at all for me, actually. Oh my god, I never do like hidden kitchens in a tiny home. It's usually like me just having a massive open plan square. So maybe the idea of like a hidden kitchen here is not even that weird of an idea. Like that's different. And we can fit like a little bin in here. Maybe that's kind of cute. Like a small little kitchen. It reminds me of my grandmother's house. How bad can it be, you know? So then if the parents' bedroom is here, we would obviously have to have a door here. Like I just hate the idea of the doors taking up so much room on the walls. Like it's very annoying. I'd have to have a door here as well, which is just so stupid. Yes, what can I do? There's nothing I can do. Unless we take this and we actually put the bathroom in like this way and create like a little corridor. Corridor vibes. We could then essentially extend this space by 4. And then we've got our home gym. We've got this corridor over here that like goes into kind of pretty much most of the bedrooms. We've got this like as a little entryway and this could be our sitting room. It's a weird layout, I must admit, because like this little hallway is giving me the heebie-jeebies, but like it's kind of fun at the same time, I think. We could have like a nice big grand door, you know, letting in some light as well. So like that would be our little welcome area. Although then again, am I wasting this chunk of space? Need more tall doors in The Sims, like skinny tall doors like this, but like nicer. I wish I could put a window up above here, but it just won't work. Oh, unless I make the walls taller. That could work. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Oh, I kind of like this. Do I really? Wait, now maybe I don't like this. I could do this and then do an, oh. Why aren't those the same height? What the hell? Why would you do that to me? Don't do that to me. That's rude. So rude. Oh my god. There's actually no window that would be the same height. Oh lord. Oh lord above. Unless I do just like not this. But then that's too short, isn't it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Nothing is working. Unless we just do big glass doors. Let the whole world see what's happening inside the house. Screw it. Just let him see it. We might even go for a double one. Oh my god. Who cares at this point? Let him see the house. Maybe we just like glass. We love the idea of glass in this house. You know, home gym, violin, rocket science. We love glass. I'm so bored of the windows in this game. New windows. Well, maybe we could go for something a little bit more contemporary vibed, because obviously we love rocket science. So maybe that's like a fun little thing that we're into. You know, we love rocket science. Like, rocket science is our thing. So we also like to experiment with our interiors and maybe create our own front doors using windows. That's kind of interesting. You gotta admit, that's a fun look. It looks so weird from the inside of the house, but isn't it kind of cool? No, we gotta get rid of those. We gotta get rid. So guys, hear me out. We've got 64 tiles, right? And then we've got this going on upstairs, which does look a little bit weird and crazy, but just hear me out. So why don't we do a thing, right? Where we... Sorry, I'm just trying to like make this work out in my head. I could do a massive door like that though instead. No, I won't. Over here, we've got the home gym. Over here is actually going to be the 2 kids' bedrooms. So we had 1 bunk bed, but why don't I actually do just like 2 regular beds? Or maybe I could do 2 bunk beds, which is even more weirder, but at least I could put stuff underneath and we can kind of, you know, maximize the vertical space. That poor little violin is still outside, so I was thinking, why don't we do like a little violin nook over here? Wow, stunning. For like the sitting room, we could somehow achieve this by putting in maybe like a small little couch like this, having a small little TV here up on the wall, or else we could actually maybe even do this as a sitting room nook and then have violin space. Where do we have the violin space? No, I feel like that's a waste of my space. I feel like we should do nook like this. That should be functional. This would be like maybe like reading and violin nook, so that would be fantastic. And then also, right, we then have another door, which I think is a bit silly having 2 doors in one room. Maybe we don't need that. Maybe we just create like a walking around space, like all around here. We might do like a fun dining table here. And then over here, we would have a beautiful little ladder. Yes, finally, we're getting to this point of the video. Why can't I put the ladder here? There we go. So we put the ladder up this way and then, oh, can they walk up this way? Yeah, they can. They can come up this way and that way. Okay. So then we can have like a fun little like section up here that like maybe a portion of this is actually just going to be a roof. Like this section could just be roof, right? Because this then would help me with the idea of the dining space. So we could have like a fun little dining space over on this side. You know, we dine while we watch people work out. One way to make you feel guilty for eating your food. Yeah, exactly. That makes a lot of sense, Sandra. But we could do something like this. And we're still at 64 tiles. This doesn't look too bad. It looks a bit weird, but it does not look too bad. We probably have to cut this to make it a bit smaller because you'll have to walk around the spaceship to make it work. I also don't really want people to see from the street that we're kind of working on a spaceship because, you know, they think we're a bunch of weirdos anyways for moving into a house like this. But I don't really want them to see. So maybe I could do something like this and they just won't be able to see. And you know what? That's always what I say, guys. Don't let them see your next move. It could be anything. Oh, wait, I could do some grass as well. No, let's not do that actually. I've seen recently in the trailer that they've used a half wall, right? I've never done this before. This could be fun. What if we do like a half wall, but we also paint this with glass? That's a fun look. So it's like we let the people from the back of the street see what we're up to, but from the front of the street, no, it's a big secret. But I think that's kind of cool, don't you think? Please somebody in the comments agree with me right now that they think that that's a cool idea. Do we make it taller? Do we make it the same size? Because that's like just underneath, like just below where that fence goes. And I'd have to make it like beige to match. Oh God. Oh Lord above. This does not look good. Unless I also put a pillar here and then we make some sort of like a trellis section. It's like just because we're working on a rocket ship does not mean we can't have a beautiful trellis. Okay, that's a lot of columns, but just imagine if I do something like this then upstairs. What in the name of God am I making? I have no idea. But look, isn't that so cute? We could have like a fun little hanging out section over here. I could even make it bigger. So we could also have like something happening upstairs. I know I'm now adding tiles, but just ignore them for a second. I'll get rid of them. We don't need these. Go away. There we go. See how lovely and fun is this? And we can still work on our rocket ship, even with our family next to us, just like looking. You know, this is the worst. This is bad. Right, guys, so this is what I've created out of this monstrosity. I'm very much so these days inspired by a slight bit of like a mid-century feel. I'm trying to learn whether Sandra knows what mid-century really is, but she's not really sure still. So we've got like this dark blue sheeting with this like really lovely like light wood working together. So I'm not sure really whether that's going to come together nicely in the end, but for now we're extremely happy with the way it's looking. I also have a little bit of like a glass feature happening here for the gym because I kind of thought that would be really cool. So there is a lot of funky little glass features, and of course back here we will do a nice playground because there are kids involved, and I cannot wait for the actual kids items that are coming with the adventure awaits pack. I don't know what it's called, but I think it would be a lot of fun for someone like me that just does not play with generational gameplay. I'm very interested to see whether this is going to, you know, maybe create some sort of like a really fun rags to riches with a family maybe. I don't know. It would be kind of cool. Like imagine not just one sim by themselves out on the streets. Imagine a whole family. I mean, that's actually bizarre. And the fact that I'm even saying that would be a cool challenge. That sounds horrendous, but you get the idea. Like we usually play rags to riches. So why don't we try and do like a whole thing, you know? Everyone out. Let's make a living with the whole family, you know? I think that would be quite fun. So we've got like a front garden scenario happening here, which I actually really like. I don't do that very often, like a front thing, but I think something like that would be pretty interesting. But do I want to like maybe overgrow it a little bit with some plants just to make it feel like it's less just like sitting there by itself and more so like it was a planned kind of endeavor? I still kind of want this to feel like you can walk around the back. So maybe we'll do something like this and we'll add one of these tiny rocks maybe for a change. I don't really use these very often. But let's try maybe, okay, these are the same rock, just scaled down. So maybe not that one. Maybe like this thing next to it here. Oh my God, so cute. We love this. This is very nice. So then if I take my pebbles in quite a soft brush, okay, that's very not soft. I should be able to kind of guide us a path towards like the back of the house because I always love doing something like this. Maybe we could do like a bin nook somewhere. That could also be a fun idea. Maybe the bins could just be like hidden away here. I mean, they won't really be hidden, but they'll be somewhere, I guess. Unless, wait now, what if we do a bin nook out here? This could be a fun look. I just take another fence and I just make like a bin nook. I think I've done that in my Gringles bar when I built for The Sims, but this could be a fun idea of just like adding these two bins here in the corner. Ah, guys, we're geniuses. We're really thinking about it now. Okay, guys, so I think I've finished the outside. I just always need to do that before we step into the inside to make sure that I'm happy with the shape of the house. I haven't done anything to the upstairs yet because I thought we could do that together. But this is all we've got. I've got these little curtains here as well to kind of suggest that maybe the dining area could be kind of closed off, and it does feel very cozy. We've got like some games tables and stuff. We've got some activities. I also did this. I'm not sure whether that rug will catch on fire. Probably. Logically this makes no sense, but I just thought it looked kind of cute and I picked out the kind of adorable outdoorsy chairs. And then we've got just some monkey bars and more gardening. So we've got a couple of activities for everyone, even like a toy chest over here. So now once we're here, let's actually figure out how we can make this space feel better than it does, because at the moment it feels like a horrendous shell of itself. So instantly inside here, I am thinking that we could do my favorite thing underneath the TV. So that's going to serve as a purpose of like TV stand kind of thing, and also like your books will be able to be grabbed there. So over here, obviously like Sims need to stand while they're playing violin, but I always think it's kind of fun if we had like a cozy seat to sit down and like play your violin. That could be a fun little look. So why don't we put a fun seat like this, maybe just like a small like table next to it, and we've just got like the violin right here. Can I get like a white violin? Is that like a bit cuter? That looks quite fun. So we could have something like this and maybe some music up above it here too. So we could be like playing our little tunes while we're playing violin. Like that's how we learn. Like that's just what we do. I'm not sure. I don't play violin, but maybe we listen to like, I was gonna say the stethoscope. No, the metronome. That's what we listen to while we play. So this is what I've done here in the corner. So we've got like some music awards and like a talent award to say like, look, we're just like the best violin player ever. Maybe actually I'm thinking about it. Can't you get like not baby violins, but like child violins? Why don't we get another one like over here and we can pretend pretend that like both, like just say the parent and the child, they also enjoy some violin. So that's like our little fun music corner. I mean, I know it looks a little silly. Maybe I could actually add another like poof here. It is silly, I do admit, but maybe we could just pretend that like the whole family is into it and this is like our fun little nook and that's just what we do and like that's just what we enjoy. So here at the same time you can have like just say 2 people sitting on the couch, 1 people being over here, 1 people being over here. So that's already 4 people sitting all together in the sitting room, which I always like to think about the fact that like what are these Sims going to be doing all at the same time, because that's like the most overwhelming part of everything. So I like the way that they can all be sitting here together already without like me having to do anything. Oh, I like this brown rug for some reason. I don't really know what color scheme I'm going for today. I seem to be just kind of making things up as I'm going. And I kind of am enjoying this like light beigey white, but also like dark browns and blues coming together. I don't know. It's kind of similar to what I usually do, but it's a little bit different today. I'm not sure whether you guys will enjoy this, but that's okay. For here, as we're coming in, I know I don't have to have more activities for your Sims to do because I've already kind of picked out the activities I want my Sims to be doing in this house. But I also think that it's kind of fun. Okay, wait, now I'm going to have to move this over because I want this at the very top to kind of almost hide this window. I don't like how glitchy this window is. You see from here, it's like fine, but then that white like thing happens. You see, it's like almost like the chunk of the window is coming through and it is extremely annoying. So I don't really like that idea. But maybe over here we could just have a nice little like arrangement of random things, you know, as you come in. Maybe we could get like the keys from the new Grange mudroom kit. Like we could have like some keys here. Well, actually, maybe we could have, wait now, excuse me. Maybe we could have the keys more so over here and we could just have like a plant here as well. I know none of these things are functional, but it's just the realism. Think that makes a lot of sense. Look how cute that looks. That's very nice. And then we could have like maybe a nice funky mirror up above it as well as like a source of art piece, of course, but also, you know, the drill with mirrors. Okay, wait, that's kind of high up though. Does that make any sense? Why is that mirror like higher up than the actual doors are? That literally makes no sense, but okay. Is that nice? Maybe. Okay, let's just leave it there for the time being. I also then want a nice big mirror over on this wall, potentially maybe the one that lights up. So I like doing things like that because one person can also be like, I don't know, practicing their skills over here or like just doing something as well as, you know, being in the sitting room. So I think that also does make a lot of sense. In this nook, I was thinking I could have done like like a desk setup, but I think I'm gonna have a desk inside the kids' room and maybe another desk inside this room. Maybe we don't actually need like an office space as such today. Maybe this is fine. Maybe over here I will just do like a nice plant arrangement instead. Or maybe like more toys and things too. That's always a fun thing, you know, to have the children do a bit of stuff around here. Is it physically possible for me to add a coffee table here? Even though not sure whether your Sim will be able to even walk around here. But how fun would it be to just have like a little coffee table with a little tray? I think I might have to get my Sim in here and just let her figure out whether this is functional or not, because that doesn't look functional. But I mean, I have high hopes. Okay, come on down here, girl, and tell me whether you think this is functional. Can you sit down on this couch? Oh my god. Whoa, genius alert. Go over here then. And then can you go over here? Oh, okay, so she can't fit through this gap, which is annoying, but what if? Because technically we don't really need to walk too close to that. So what if I give her a little bit more room this way? Can you now get over there? But like over this way? Come on. I know you can do. No, god damn it. No, go that way, girl. Go this way. No. Why can't you get through this gap? Like, you can get through this gap, but you can't get through that gap. That makes literally no sense. What if I just move it over a little bit that way? Now. Yay! She did it! Okay, can you still sit down? Oh my god, you can. Can you go over here? Can you take a book out? Oh, genius. Okay, I'm very happy for her that she can actually do these things. So we have a coffee table. We have somewhere to sit down. And then can you just make sure that you can practice your speech? Wow, she is just a pure genius, isn't she, that girl? Okay, so that's like our little sitting room. I like the way that this is working out. I'm just, while I have her here, I'm gonna just make sure that the bathroom is fully functional as well. Whoa, it's not? Girl, what do you mean it's not? It should be. It will be now in a minute. Please don't be like this. She can use the toilet. Oh, no, sorry. She can take a shower. Can you use the bathroom? You can. And then can you wash your hands? Yay! Okay, perfect. So the bathroom is functional. We don't really care about that. I can't believe the kitchen is in like a totally different room. Can I just triple check that you can make yourself a garden salad? You can't! No, not again. Ha ha ha, I got it working again. So essentially when I move it, that's when she gets upset. But all you gotta do is like delete it and put it back again, and then she'll be like, oh yeah, oh my god, I know how to do this. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. So she can make herself a garden salad, which is fantastic. And now tell me where you're going to go with it. You're going to go outside. Okay, you're going to go through here and you're going to go eat it outside. That's nice. I mean, that's okay. She can stay out there if she wants to. Okay, so that's kind of all of the things that I really needed functional. Maybe let's work a little bit on the gym because I think the gym is just like such a funny concept. But look, we've got everything and everything seems to be working fine. So we have play tested this. So maybe let's try and make this as like close to a home gym as possible. Maybe let's do just like some scuffed up gym flooring, maybe some like concrete on the walls, you know. We could even do some brick on the wall. Is there like bricks? Oh, like this? Oh my god, absolutely. Bricks like that. And then maybe like a funky wallpaper. Something to give us motivation as we're running. Maybe I could even put like a TV in front of it. That would be quite fun. Okay, actually instead what I am going to do is I'm just going to do a massive mirror. So I'm just going to paint this like a grey color. And I just want this feeling like we're at an actual gym. Oh, the mirrors are very small. Oh no. Oh no. So I wanted a mirror here and essentially like a mirror over here. Just so you can look at yourself from every angle, you know, gaining those weights. No, weighting those gains. What are you talking about? Just working out is what I'm trying to say, but nothing's coming out really. Can I get like other fun gym accessories? Oh yeah, we could have like a locker. That would be fun. Don't think I can fit that in here though. Maybe all I could do is just like maybe we could do like a robe over here, you know, because obviously you'd want to be like changing your clothes. Maybe we could get like some shoes for like the gym shoes vibes. You know, just took off my shoes to go working out. Okay, these are humongous as per usual. Scale those down. You see, we could do something like this. I'm like changing my outfit for working out, gaining those gains, you know. Maybe we could have like a fun little plant here as well to be like, oh, we're a funky gym. We're really fun and we're very hipster as well. Very hipster gym. And we could also have like a fun gym light to be like, this is where the gym is. Gym is where the heart is or something. Maybe we could also have like a little bob in the corner, you know. We're just like really cool and really hip. It would be kind of fun to have like a little mat here as well. Maybe we could do like a little navy mat just like as you come down here, just to make sure, because you know it's still a home gym, so we still want to be kind of cozy and kind of vibey. Guys, I kind of love this gym. Oh my god, look. This is really fun. I like this. So that's our fun little home gym. So that's one of our fitness skills that we had to include in here. So already we've got a violin area and we've got a fitness area. So I'm going to do some bedrooms off camera. And then we should really try and focus on what's happening upstairs because that's a major part of the house. We've got a rocket ship upstairs. So I'm just working a little bit on the teenagers' room. So I'm just making it look a little bit more like funky, maybe say sophisticated. I have no idea, but I like what I did up here with this little shelf. So there's like a book, a coffee cup maybe, or a tea, obviously like before bed. I love to have a green tea before bed. And then we've got like a nice little candle and a light, and then underneath, even though you can barely see it, I do have a laptop which should be functional. Now I don't know, I'm like ducking to try get under the bed, but we will try and play test this anyways. I've also done the bathroom, and now for the 2 kids' beds, because obviously like that's a big part of the challenge too. We want to make sure that works. I obviously want to have like some kids' toys and stuff, but maybe we will try and squeeze one more desk here. But like, will this even be functional if I've got, say, like a desk with a chair? Can this other person kind of get in underneath and maybe do some stuff? Like we could do another like little maybe plushie, although we already have a plushie. We already have a toy box as well. I wish we could do like a fun little dollhouse, but the sizes of dollhouses are honestly humongous. So why don't I maybe put like a toy chest underneath here like this? I feel like that's not going to be functional. And maybe just like a fun little chair that like, you know, you could just like sit on. Oh my god, a bear, maybe. So like you could just like take turns doing your homework. Like that's so exciting, isn't it? So exciting. Oh my god, look at that's kind of fun. Look at this. Oh my god, yes, let's try and do this. Why don't we do one side of the room like darker and then the other one like quite bright? Maybe we could do like yellow or orange and like pink. Oh, wait a second. Let's do half and half. Oh, there's no orange rug. Are you kidding me? Why is there no orange rug? Excuse me. There's this stupid thing, but I don't want that. Why didn't they give us a lovely orange swatch in this? I don't understand. That is so silly. Oh, my ideas are all gone. Unless I do like red. Ooh, I don't like that. Yellow is cuter. God damn it. Maybe I could just do it with the walls. Maybe we could just have like regular floor. Oh my god, what am I doing? Let's do regular floor, but then like the walls can be like a lovely light pink and yellow. Guys, look at how adorable I made this place look. I'm ready for the kids let's play that we're gonna do when the adventure pack comes out. Like, look at this. So we've got a pink side And then we've got like a yellow side. So, you know, 2 different personalities, and that's totally fine. Now I will just get my sim in here just to play test this. Can you even, okay, can you stop eating the salad and can I just teleport you in here, please? Right, so can you get into bed, please? You can. Okay, you can get into this one. I bet you now she's gonna have issues with the other one because there's 2 items underneath the bed. Please get out. Well, can you go up there? No. And I betcha it's this stupid toy chest. Can you get in now? Okay, you can get in now, but it's as soon as you place something random under the bed, she'll be like, oh God, not on my watch. So like if I was to take this like cute little cat and like scale him down tremendously and put him here, yeah, that's gonna yeet her off the bed instantly. That's so stupid. I wish that mechanism was honestly fixed in the game. Like I get it for playable reasons, like it's just not, sometimes things like that just don't work. But like surely there's a way of making this work, but whatever. Look, at least we've got something here in the kids' room, and maybe I could do like this half yellow, half pink little rug. Oh my God, I love this. This space is so cute. Okay, that's nice. 10 out of 10. I'm actually obsessed with this bedroom that I just did. It's like a dark red, and I barely ever use that like dark red wood as well, like that really burnt auburny kind of color. But I think this room actually did turn out quite nice. Maybe the red is still throwing me off a little bit, but I kind of like it. I think this is pretty cute. So the last room I've left to do is the kitchen, which I mean, this will be pretty straightforward. I'm not going to go too bizarre crazy in here. I might just stick to some neutral colors though, maybe like a light color, just purely because we've got a lot of colors going around this house, and I accidentally always seem to do like every room is a different color when I do these challenges. It's like no one's asking me to do this, but I'm like panicking to make sure I do a very interesting house, you know. It's just like there's just no need, Sandra. You can calm down. No one's forcing you to do this, and no one's here holding a gun to your head trying to do this. Maybe I'll just add 2 cabinets like this just for a little bit of like realistic storage, but not sure unless I could do this. But just because of that glass wall, I'm kind of sick of putting stuff on it now. Like logically you just wouldn't put stuff on there, would you? How would you attach cabinets to a glass wall? Like you just wouldn't, of course. So maybe we'll just do something like this. Maybe this is just like a slightly bit more of like a dysfunctional kitchen. It's still kind of funky and kind of cute, but not sure how to feel about it though. Like sometimes simplicity rules and makes it, you know, as easy to make a space look good. But sometimes then when you're trying to make a really small, tiny home, you kind of have to do some funky business to make it actually look cute, and kind of like these people thought about making it look like this, and it wasn't just a horrendous afterthought. Also, it is absolutely impossible to put stuff on walls because walls are just like in the way all the time, like in the way. Tremendously. First of all, I want aprons. So let's get these maybe in black and we can hang them here. And then where is that item that is technically like a drying rack? This thing. Oh my God, how did I find this so quickly? Oh my God, I'm a genius today, guys. There we go. So we'll just do like a fun little rack here for the dishes. And then we've got our little aprons. And that's probably all I'm going to do in this room, to be honest with you. Maybe we could do like a painting or something on this wall, but that's... Oh, wait, now actually what I could do on this wall is maybe like a cute one of these, and then maybe like a cork board as well, just to kind of show that like, okay, look, we've got a bit of style, but we also have got things to do, so we put them on the cork board. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff on my cork board, to be honest with you. Like, we like to forget things by accident sometimes, so when we put them on the cork board, you know you're going to remember it because it's on the cork board. It's like, let's just triple check with the cork board that nothing's happening. Actually, speaking of, I need to print out my bin schedule because we're in the new quarter now, so I need to print new bin schedule anyway. So that is your kitchen, and that I believe is kind of the inside of the house complete. It does look pretty cute, to be honest with you, but we've got one really important thing left to do, which is this upstairs area. How am I supposed to make this look nice with a rocket ship scenario? I was kind of thinking of just painting a grass up here and just making it look kind of funky and eco, and then maybe what I could do is I could just get like a little bit of stone, maybe just something like this around my rocket ship. So like, oh yeah, that's where we work, but then kind of over here we could create some sort of like a cutesy hangout spot, you know, so the kids can come out and hang out, you know. It's always nice to get your kids involved in, you know, fun outdoor activities. Even if it's rocket science shipping, it's going to be fun for the kids too, so we got to get them involved at a young age. I kind of like the idea of using this couch. It almost, like, every time I look at this couch, it almost gives me like outdoorsy vibes, even though more than likely it probably isn't supposed to be outdoorsy vibes, and you guys are gonna be like, what? How does that give you outdoorsy vibes? But just for some reason, like those cushions, they feel like outdoor cushions. Of course, course, we're going to whack down my tray here as well. We're not even going to ask questions. We just got the tray. So that's pretty. So like, you know, wife and kids can sit down. A husband can work on their rocket ship. By the end of the week, we're flying to Mars, you know, like that kind of way. I think that's pretty cute. It's almost like merging two worlds together. It's like, oh yeah, we're just working on our spaceship, but also we're sunbathing. So it's really fun. That's what I'm doing this Sunday. Don't ring me because I'll be busy, you know, that kind of way. Could actually put one of these here as well. I think that would be kind of funny. Be like right here. You kind of have to like walk around it, but like it would still kind of make sense, wouldn't it? I think that's pretty. And then we can also get more kind of fun outdoorsy plants here. Really make this space feel like, oh no, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, my spaceship, that's what you're talking about. Don't worry about that. Don't ask questions. You know, that kind of way. Oh, do you know what we should do? We should maybe get some... To make this more realistic, of course, maybe we should get some tools and supplies, like maybe from the restoration workshop kit. There could be like a little bucket here, you know, like this orange bucket. I know that might not make this functional, but I'll play test it in a minute. But I think it would be kind of fun to have like a bunch of random material here, you know, just like chilling. Fan, I don't know. Do we need a fan? We probably don't. But we could have like a bunch of tools and stuff kind of like mixed in between the fun like outdoor stuff. We could just have like tools and stuff, because of course like building a spaceship would be extremely important and very serious stuff, you know, so we want to make sure we've got the right tools, but we also got like cute plants and stuff around the place. I think that's pretty cute. We've also, like, if we're gonna have a spaceship, why do we not have solar panels? We've got the brain power to install a rocket ship, but we didn't get any solar panels. Like, that makes no sense. So maybe let's just do like 4 cute little solar panels like that. I also really always like to put some grasses and stuff up above here. So maybe I'll also do just like a couple of these, just raising them up with the 9 key. And then if I make this one bigger, this one's going to be humongous, but just ignore it. And then we're going to go, excuse me. Oh, is it trying to go up on the actual roof? Oh, no, no, no. Forget about that. What's happening? Why can't I make it bigger and put it up here? I feel like it's because it's trying to clip over there, and that's just so bloody annoying. Okay, whatever. Let's just do a different shape that way. Wow, so nice and so funky. That actually doesn't look too bad. I kind of like the way you can see through the glass, but then also over here, like if you look at it from this side, you're like, oh, a lovely normal family moved in. And then you look from the other side and they're like, they're building a rocket ship. You know, it's funny. It's really funny, but it's also like, what the heck am I doing? Like, what am I building? Guys, I think overall, I'm looking at this house now, and I think everything is kind of complete. Wait, now, maybe some lights, because like, how else would you be working out here without lights? Because obviously, working on a spaceship requires you to work night and day. It's a really big night and day endeavor. So maybe what we could do is we could get some special lights installed. Like maybe we could get one like this here installed, and then one like this. Watch this break the functionality of all of this. But maybe something like this here would be kind of funny. Okay, these lights are not really giving me too much light, but look, that's kind of all that matters, really. I think that makes a lot of sense. Okay, wait, now let me just go into live mode and bring her up here. Can you please build this rocket ship? Please, please, girly, do it. Yes! Oh my god. And it clips just directly in. Oh my god. It's like this literally looks like this is a part of the scaffolding. So like this actually just makes so much sense. Oh my god, guys. This is hilarious and it's functional. How is this functional, but then the girl can't get into her bunk bed if there's a teddy bear underneath, you know? That logically makes no sense. But if you want to build a rocket ship on top of a house, go on. Don't ask any questions. Guys, that is absolutely just bizarre. And I'm just so confused how any of this is functional. Just like, look at it. Look at this and tell me you're not like, what the heck did you just build? Like, this is a rocket science violin / workout house, and it houses 5 Sims, guys. So I think the one last thing we got to do is do a little tour. Wait, now let me just triple check that I have everything. I've got outdoor bins, I've got indoor bins, I've got a mailbox, I've got activities. I don't think I'm missing anything. Let's do a tour. Well, guys, welcome on into my just totally normal house. I mean, before it looked normal, now it looks like this. There's a literal crane applying a piece of rocket ship right now on top of our house, but don't worry about it. Downstairs everything still looks normal, and I love the light blue with the light wood working together. I think there's something very, very cozy and homely about it. And over here we also have got some gardening to do as well. We've got some fun little like features, such as this little area right here. I don't know why you would want to squeeze through this gap, but I thought for privacy that also would be quite nice. You've got a free garden salad here as well. And then over here, you've got some games areas, and you can look at the people working out while you're playing games. This is the back garden. So we've got a couple, oh my God, the mountains are huge back there. We've got a couple of like fun toys stuff, like kids stuff. I don't know. Do we? I guess we just have that, monkey bars, and we've got, well, we can tell stories and like roast marshmallows here. So that's adorable. And we can like play water balloons and kickball. So look, there are activities that I've also added that I didn't even need to add, but bear this in mind. This is a 64 tile home for 5 Sims with the stupid skills that I had to add. Anyways, this is our sitting room, which I think looking at it from here, it looks really cozy and like really vibey. And I love the colors that are working together, and the fact that there's some kids toys, and the fact that there's also your violin music section, which is very important. That was probably the easiest part of all of this video, is just adding a singular violin, which I kind of presumed this challenge would be easy. I'd like to try this again, maybe with more skills and a bigger family, just to see how much can I push myself, because as you can see here, like this hallway is huge, so I could have made this space feel different. I could have pushed myself a little more, but I mean, it was only 5 Sims and 3 skills, so it wasn't too bad. But I thought I still made do, like with what I could. I think all of the rooms still do look quite cute. We've got a closed off kitchen, which we never do. These cabinets, we also don't touch them because they're too far away, but we never do like small closed off kitchens like this, so I kind of like that idea that it's floating. It's all magic, don't worry about it. Then we also of course have got our tiny little toilet. This is what it looks like. It's in here. Oh yeah, that's the gym, sorry. I was like, what's in that room? Then we also have got our gym. Okay, something weird is happening with my roof over there. Don't really worry about it is what I would say, but oh my God, what is happening? I'm very confused. Oh, it's just a reflection. Oh my God, it's fine, it's just a reflection. I was very confused. Anyways, don't worry about it. We've got a gym set up. We've got all of your equipment. As far as I'm aware, it is all functional because we have checked it. Then we've got another 2-kid bedroom scenario. So this is more so like just for the kids to do their homework, hang out, and they obviously have got their like pink and yellow. I think it's very cute. I love that vibe. And then the last room of the house is the parents' room, which I'm obsessed with this room. The colors, it's so cozy, it's so vibey. Love the decor, love the kind of aesthetic. I think I need to do more like red themed rooms. Maybe I do a challenge where I do every single wood has to be that tone. I think that would be really fun because I never use that wood tone, so that would be hilarious. So then you're like, oh, okay, so we've got 2 activities, but where's your last one? So then you come out and you go all the way around this section and you bring yourself to a ladder. So your neighbors might be like, oh, what's up the ladder? You bring them up and they're like, don't worry, we're just having a barbecue over here. And then bam, there we go. We've got a workstation. So this is actually really cool because your family could still probably sit here and watch you, which would be, it would be kind of like a fun show watching someone build a rocket ship. I wouldn't say no to that. And I love the way all of this still seems to make sure that this rocket ship is functional, but it kind of looks realistic having a little bit of tools up here. I really like this idea one of you guys gave me in a comment saying that if you are doing the 1 tile challenge, for you to progress and buy just say a toilet, you would need to buy toilet paper. If you want to have, if you're painting like wallpapers, you've got to also have like the paints out in front of you, or like paint wall by wall. Or if you want to cook, you've got to have like a hand towel and cooking utensils, like to make it as realistic as possible. So I kind of like that idea of these tools being here, even though they're obviously like not necessary at all, but I like that idea of realism in The Sims. So I might do a challenge like that where I have to add like extra pieces. But yeah guys, that concludes my random sim / random skill tiny home challenge. I think this turned out pretty cute and I would love to try this again, maybe with like another set of rules involved. So like we've got to have a certain amount of sims, a certain amount of skills, and then maybe like style or something. That would be a lot of fun, and that would be like a really fun generator that James Turner could do on his website. And that's all I'm gonna say. So thank you for that. I mean, you're welcome for that idea. Anyways, well guys, I'm gonna leave you right here with my beautiful image of a totally normal house. There's nothing weird going on. It's just a couple of skills. Don't worry about it. If you have enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel as I'm on the road to 20k. Don't forget to let me know your feedback and let me know any other ideas such as this that I could maybe tweak and do this again to make it a little bit harder. That would also be a lot of fun. And if you are going to be purchasing any of these packs maybe that I've mentioned today, don't forget that you can use my code SandraPica at checkout to help me stay on your screen. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!